No child should ever fear the place they call home, yet for some students in boarding schools, that fear becomes a harsh reality. Imagine sending your child away, trusting the adults around them, only to later discover they were betrayed by the very people sworn to protect them. The pain, the shame, and the silence can last a lifetime. One of the most disturbing cases in Illinois is the Institute of Islamic Education in Elgin, a Muslim boarding school for boys and girls in grades 6 to 12. Its founder, Mohammed Abdullah Salim, was accused of sexually abusing at least 4 young women and assaulting a 23-year-old female employee. A young man also came forward alleging abuse by another teacher, and attorneys expect more survivors to step forward as the case unfolds. Stories like these reveal the hidden dangers students face and why having a dedicated boarding school sexual abuse lawyer is critical to seeking justice. The betrayal experienced by students often comes in many forms. Boarding school sexual abuse can range from inappropriate touching and child molestation to forced sexual acts and rape, and the perpetrators are often trusted adults, including teachers, counselors, coaches, or administrators. The isolated environment and imbalance of power in these schools create conditions where abuse can remain hidden for years. Survivors often carry the weight of trauma, afraid to speak out. This is why the guidance of a skilled boarding school sexual abuse attorney is essential to help survivors find their voice and begin reclaiming control over their lives. Finding justice, however, requires more than courage. A skilled attorney uncovers not only the abuse itself, but also the ways institutions failed their students. The injury lawyer team specializes in these sensitive cases, helping survivors identify negligence such as improper staff screening, ignored complaints, and lack of supervision. Their expertise enables victims to file a boarding school abuse lawsuit, pursue a school sexual abuse settlement, and hold both abusers and institutions accountable. Through trauma-informed legal representation, survivors can feel safe while taking meaningful action. Legal protections exist, but they are only effective when enforced. Illinois law, including Faith's law, requires schools to vet staff for prior allegations of misconduct and report suspected abuse to state authorities. A boarding school sexual abuse attorney ensures these school sexual abuse laws are upheld, giving survivors a real chance at justice. Without legal action, many cases remain hidden, leaving victims without the recognition and support they deserve. The scale of the problem is staggering and often hidden from view. Sexual abuse in boarding schools is far more widespread than most realize. Remote locations and secretive practices give staff excessive control over students' lives, while outside oversight is limited. Investigations reveal that hundreds of survivors have come forward from various schools across the country, yet many more remain silent, haunted by trauma and fear. From elite private schools to Native American residential schools and modern residential treatment facilities, abuse continues, highlighting a systemic crisis that demands accountability and reform. The long-term impact of such abuse cannot be overstated. According to Illinois data, 7,426 cases of child sexual abuse were reported in a single year, yet experts agree this is only a fraction of the real number. Survivors often face lasting emotional and mental health consequences. Studies show that people raised by boarding school attendees are significantly more likely to experience general anxiety disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms, and even suicidal thoughts compared to others. These realities underscore how deeply boarding school sexual abuse can affect a person's life, making it essential to work with a skilled boarding school sexual abuse lawyer who understands these challenges. Support and professional guidance can make all the difference. The injury lawyer team provides trauma-informed legal representation, investigating even decades-old cases, uncovering evidence, gathering witness statements safely, and maintaining strict privacy protections. Their approach helps survivors transform silence and suffering into accountability, holding negligent institutions and abusers responsible. They also offer free and confidential consultations, giving survivors a safe first step toward justice. No survivor should have to navigate this path alone. With the guidance of an experienced boarding school sexual abuse lawyer, victims can seek a school sexual abuse settlement, file a boarding school abuse lawsuit, and contribute to creating safer environments for students in the future. The injury lawyer team provides free and confidential consultations, offering survivors a safe space to understand their options and take that crucial first step toward justice. Every story shared brings attention to systemic failures, demands accountability, and ensures that survivors receive the recognition and protection they truly deserve.